Hey guys, it's Virginia, the Buckeye Gamer here. Back after a couple weeks of absence, so I do apologize for that. May has just been a little bit of a crazy month, and June's looking to be that way too, so I am going to discuss that in a little bit of detail at the end of the video about how I'm going to handle the month of June as far as uploads and possibly live streaming. So, but with that being said, we're going to get into my pickups for the month of May. And I got a lot of stuff here, guys. So some of the stuff I got in April, I wasn't able to do in April pickups. I just didn't have a lot to show. And then May happened and it just exploded with pickups. So I don't have these in any specific order. But we're just going to kind of go down the line here. And we're going to show off what I got. So first game we're going to show here is the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. I specifically wanted this for the Switch just because that's how I associate Mega Man for the most part. I know it came out on the PlayStation, but I just felt since the Battle Network games were primarily on Nintendo consoles, I wanted them on here. So, and this was so hard to find. I finally did get it off of Amazon, but holy cow was it challenging. So, yeah, these are just like a remaster of the Mega Man Battle Network games, which I never played. This Switch compilation is my first experience with them. I've only played through the first one in the Volume 1 collection. I like it. I just haven't had a chance to really go much further than that. Again, you'll see towards the end of the video as to why. And then this one here, this is the Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 remaster compilation. Now this is, I believe, the Asian version. We didn't get a physical copy of this in the States. We just got all these games digitally. But these particular releases are based off of the mobile ports of the game. So the graphics and text look a little wonky to me, but I think they run and play just fine, honestly. The games do. They're not, these ones aren't too long. Dragon Quest 3 is a little bit longer than the other two, but yeah, I'm definitely glad to have this compilation, and being a big Dragon Quest fan, this is definitely a must-buy. So if you can find this, whether on Amazon or through PlayAsia or some other vendor, definitely get it. It's really worth it. All right, and then we also got here on the 3DS, this is Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past. So this is, again, another remake. Dragon Quest VII initially came out on the original PlayStation, and at that time it was still titled Dragon Warrior due to a copyright issue. Dragon Quest was known as Dragon Warrior here for quite a while until Dragon Quest VIII was released. So, little interesting tidbit for those of you that didn't know. All right, and then we got some PS5 games. We got the Resident Evil 4 remake. Scary as all get out, but I enjoyed my playthrough. Actually, I beat it. I beat this game. I usually, whenever I do these pickups, I typically don't have a game on it that I've beaten. But this is the first. It, like I said, was scary, but it was fun and I got through it. Awesome. And we have Goat Simulator 3. Have not tried this yet, but I have played the other Goat Sim games before. And you're basically just a goat running around causing havoc. Need I say more? But these other games are fun, and I can't wait till I get a chance to try that one out. And then we got No Man's Sky for the PS5. I played No Man's Sky a few times, but I really want to get into it more. This one includes 6 freaking years of updates. So whenever I get a chance to get into it, I know this will be a blast. This is the PAL version, but it'll work for me just fine. So, all right, and then these ones are going to kind of show off in quicker succession because they all have to do with the same franchise. So we got Tales of the World Radiant Mythology. Tales released on the PSP. This is the only one that ever made it outside of Japan. It's interesting because you create your own character as your main protagonist, but you do have characters from other Tales games that do make an appearance. So it's interesting. Not the greatest in the series, but yeah. And then we also got Tales of Fandom Volume 1. I have no idea what this is. Again, it's a Japanese import. The way it looks back here, looks like it might actually be like an adventure or puzzle game. I don't know if you guys can tell. So I am trying to study Japanese. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that. So I can read a little bit of this like here and there, like bits and pieces, but I have no idea what this is all is playing out as. But if you can see past the glare on my screen, you can see my phone screen there, you can see me recording. This does look like some sort of puzzle game, so I guess we'll find out. Couldn't find out a whole lot about it online, so let's see. And then we also have the Tales of Fandom Volume 2. This one's actually sealed. I don't know if you guys can tell that. But again, just another installment here. And I'm assuming by the Tales titles here, I'm guessing those are the characters that you're going to see throughout the game. All right, and then we also got Tales of Graces for the Wii. Now, the Wii port of Tales of Graces was exclusive to Japan. The Tales of Graces that we got was the enhanced port on the PlayStation 3, which included an additional story arc. So that's definitely the way to play it, but I just thought this was pretty cool, and I got it for cheap. So that's the Tales collection. And then we also, that's something a little different there. We also have Tales of Symphonia for the PS2. PS2 version of Tales of Symphonia was Japan only. Now, what's funny about this one is all future ports of Tales of Symphonia after this particular release use this game's engine. So you got the slower frame rate and a couple other issues. So honestly, I do think if you care about frame rate and you don't have a PC that you can use mods with, go for the GameCube version. I'll be honest with you, it's missing some content that's in later releases, but again, with the higher frame rate, if that matters that much to you, definitely just go for the GameCube version. But Tales of Symphonia is a great game no matter which version you play it on. One of my favorite Tales games, honestly. And hopefully if you guys get into the series, it'll be your favorite too. And then we also got, trying to get this open here, because I've had these, like I said, guys, I've had a lot of these sitting for quite a while. But this one, again, is another Japan exclusive release. Now, we technically did get this game stateside, just not in this version. So this is the Tales of Vesperia PlayStation 3 release. This is the director's cut version. And this is what we got with the definitive edition release. So now, Tales of Vesperia, for those of you, again, that don't know, was originally an Xbox 360 exclusive. Now, I didn't play that version. I didn't get into Tales of Vesperia until the definitive editions came out. But this is, so far, probably my favorite Tales game currently. Now, I still have a handful that I haven't played yet, but as of right now, this is my favorite. And it's one of my favorite games of all time as well, if you've watched my top 10 favorite video games. So yeah, this is pretty cool to have. Again, never really going to play it, but if I'm going for a complete Tales collection, definitely need it there. All right, and then the next little bit here, this is just a bunch of games I ordered from GameStop. So some of them did not come complete or in the best condition, but we're just going to go through it anyway. So we got, let's see here. I'm going to try to sort these better. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. Okay. So we got some Resident Evil games here. So we got, this is the Resident Evil Origins collection. I've not played any of these yet, just so you know. Resident Evil 2 Remake. It's Resident Evil 3 Remake, not the original case, but I can get that later. This is Resident Evil 5. Again, not the original casing, but we'll get that later. And then we got Resident Evil 6 in the PlayStation Hits collection. So I'm okay with this though, honestly. Like I said, I don't really get the big deal with having not, wanting greatest hits or whatever. If it's a game that you like, go for it. So, all right, so that almost wraps it up. The reason I say almost is I was kind of saving a bit for last year. If you can't tell by my shirt, I got into Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And as you guys are going to see here momentarily, I think I'm a little obsessed with it. My husband and I actually went to the midnight release at GameStop, and we had a lot of fun. Like, you know, everybody was just kind of hanging out, you know, playing games together, talking about Zelda, you know, just having a good old time. So not only did I get the game, which as of recording this video, I have about 40 hours into the game. And this is probably going to be about a 200+ hour game for me because I'm just now getting the story going. Because I was on a kick where I was just looking for shrine after shrine after shrine. And as of right now, I think I have 58 shrines that I've uncovered. And there's like 130... I heard someone say 132, but I think there's more, to be honest with you, probably closer to 150. I'm not totally sure, but I was getting a little burnt out on hunting for shrines. So I'm like, you know what? I've got enough hearts. I got enough stamina. Let's just get the game going. And I had a decent amount of gear too. So, but yeah, this guy's so much better than Breath of the Wild, to be honest with you. The story, oh my gosh, the story is eons better. I could tell you that right now. And the level of creativity that you have in this game far surpasses Breath of the Wild as well. And I think that was done by design. To be honest with you, I think Breath of the Wild served as more of the test run for Zelda games like this. And essentially with Tears of the Kingdom, they took everything that was good with Breath of the Wild and improved greatly upon it, except for the weapon durability. That's still a pain in the butt. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, you can create things with the fuse ability. And I did also manage, it was hard as heck, but I did manage to get the Zelda amiibo, or the Link amiibo for Tears of the Kingdom. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, you got the fuse ability where you can fuse different things across the world there to make all sorts of contraptions. I haven't really got that deep into it. I'm just kind of throwing basic stuff together when I need it. But then you got the Sky Islands to explore, which can be a whole world in and of itself. You got the depths to explore, which I haven't done that yet. I don't feel like I'm quite ready for it. But holy cow. Guys, I have a couple other games to play. We got Street Fighter 6 coming out next week, Final Fantasy 16, and Assassin's Creed Mirage. Finally got a release date, mind you, in October. And then Sega has a Ryoga Gotoku Studio, the RGG Summit, on June 15th, I believe. So that's the studio that creates the Yakuza / Like a Dragon series. So we're going to see if any games come out there. But as it stands right now, guys, this might be my personal game of the year. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is the actual game of the year. So time will tell. But anyway, yeah, so we got not only the game, I got the Pro Controller. Freaking love that. And then I got a couple pre-order bonuses going to GameStop. So you got this wooden plaque, which I haven't hung up yet. And then this arm sleeve, which I don't, probably not going to wear, but that was still pretty cool. And of course, I also got a Wind Waker Link plushie. He's so cute. That wasn't, of course, part of the pre-order bonuses, but I just happened to see him in a game shop one day. He looked adorable. He was there all by himself, so I just took him home. So now he's with me. He's even got the little plushy Hylian shield on the back. He's got his little Foam Master sword. He is ready to go. This fella's ready to go. All right. Okay, guys. I think that about wraps it up. This was a decent haul. What do you guys think for April and May? So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, before I do my outro, let me kind of tell you guys what I am going to try to plan over the next couple of months. So like I said, with June is probably going to be a hectic month. So what I'm planning on doing, since we have a long weekend, I am going to try to pre-record some stuff in case I go on a filming hiatus again, like I did this time, just so I have some content for you guys. And I would definitely love to live stream, again, especially with Final Fantasy 16 coming out. I would say I would live stream Street Fighter 6, but I'm getting the game on Xbox just so my husband can play it because he really wants to play it as well. So I'll see. I might just go ahead and get the PS5 version just to have it. But we'll see. Like I said, I do at least definitely want to live stream Final Fantasy 16. Probably not the whole game in its entirety. I just wouldn't have time to do that. But I would love to do that and just live stream a little bit more, like June and July, definitely. So, and as far as the topics, I do have a list of topics for videos that I would love to do. So if you guys have any topics, believe me, I am looking for ideas, you know, just to kind of keep videos going on this channel. If you guys have any ideas, please leave them in the comments for me, and I will definitely see what I can do. You know, if you want me to do like a collection overview, like a top 5 or a top 10, just any ideas that you guys have, any topic you want me to cover, leave them in the comments and I will see what I can do. Believe me, if you guys feed me ideas, I'm okay with that as long as it's within reason. Like I said, you know, I mean, my channel, compared to some other gaming channels I've seen, and there's no jealousy within this heart about that. I'm glad that they're being successful. My channel's grown very slowly, and I think having varying content on this channel will definitely help. I'm trying to get a Facebook page going, but that's been kind of slow too. And I do think if I branch out into social media a bit more, like Twitter and Instagram and things like that, I think it would definitely help me in the long run. So again, if anybody has any ideas, please just comment them down below and I'll work with them the best of my ability. So, all right, guys. So with that being said, I hope you all have a great day. Have a safe Memorial Day weekend. And always remember that Jesus is real. He loves you. I love you too. You all stay safe, and I will see you next time.